We now return to Let's Play City Skylines. So, the little service area I've done over here, I've instead decided to go with another helicopter port. And we should be good. This is now empty. Decided to move the trash over here. Hopefully this will help out a little bit. Okay, so other things I want to do. I want to actually we do not want that one, we want this one. And I need to pause this because we're about to change some things here. I also want to do you. I guess it's kind of redundant of me to be doing it this way. I just want to make sure they stick to their lanes. Don't go crossing about. So, I guess we'll see how that works. Okay, so other things, well, let's just let it run. Other things I wanted to do. I said I was going to start building over here. I have changed my mind. I am instead just going to stick it up here and finish with what I'm doing after I make sure everywhere has water. Alright, in fact I should probably just go ahead and preemptively get everything watered in this area. That is too far. Alright. Your usefulness is ended. Because you never know when there's going to be a disaster that destroys stuff, if that's even a thing. I don't think it actually ever does reach down underground like that. Okay, so what do we need? To begin a new city, I'm going to pause before we lose all of our demand again. To get a new city, we need people, obviously. We also need to have some sort of attraction that we can utilize here. Things like services. Okay. It's the really big one that I'm never able to put down because it's obnoxious. This one, actually, we'll put that right here. I did kind of want to put something in the middle here. You know what? I'm gonna put this back. I'm gonna put it over here. Yeah, even though it didn't get to be a part of the park, it's a little side attraction. And let's see. So we're going to need, I mean, probably its own little police station. Even though we have the copter, it apparently doesn't count. So we'll give ourselves. Let's have it like here. Give ourselves enough police coverage. And of course we're going to need a firehouse. And doesn't look like it's going to cover both either. Isn't that fun? Well, I feel like the police, or the fire ought to be more here because that's kind of going to be a bigger area. It's going to be more dense. It's going to be required more. And then we can put in a clinic. Put that, you know, we could maybe just make a little square right here. We don't have to make these roads so long. Not the right one. Grab our little clinic here. And I'm tempted enough that I'm going to do it. Let's grab this walking path. We'll put it here. that really does cut in. I want some, you know what, fine. We won't put official parks in there. We'll just put trees or something. But this can go right there in the middle. And we're going to need a school. And let's make it the community one. Where's the community one? Community school, there we go. We can have this along, well, like that's a great place for learning. Having it right there on the back. Although that's not a great place either, unless maybe I do my little trick here of getting one way and then be one-way parking. What do we want? Snap to grid? Boy, you're just gonna fight me the whole damn way, aren't you? Oh my god. Alright. Really? You're gonna make it like that? Very well then. It's really not the right way. There. That's the right way. Alright. Put one of those there. We'll put a library? Public library. And we're really filling in here. You know what? I'm gonna put it over here. I left a lot of spaces for things, and maybe, I mean, I realize we're kind of crowding an area here that I don't necessarily want to crowd, but at the same time it's not hurting anything. Maybe we can actually put down one of our first museums, because I'd really like to actually have one. Being sort of a cultural touristy center, why don't we put one here for the first time? Okay. Okay, well, we'll fix that as usual. What else? Eventually I want to do some public transport. Once I put everything down, I'm going to do my public transport loop for up here. So we'll start getting that going. Start letting this run, and we're just going to... Was it paint? Paintbrush might be better in this situation? Now, I guess we don't necessarily want to do a total bunch of... Like, let's put these up here. That way they're kind of up against the highway, and it makes a lot more sense. And I don't honestly know. I guess that'll work. I'm assuming those are merged to this street. That is my hope. Although, it might actually make more sense to have things like this, not that, or that. That's not necessary. Have it along the main thoroughfare here as they enter in. Why am I using that? But you know what? I also don't care. This'll work. I don't care that much. We get some people out here. No one likes living right next to the train tracks. Maybe... See, I don't want those to be super high-rise either, so I guess that means we need to make Brightside a non-high-rise location. Oh, shoot. Oh, and I never got around to fixing the roads down here. One might hope, you know, that maybe having a disaster now we've killed any demand whatsoever, because now we've overcreated. So does this even... it does. I feel like having the options switched on for having auto, well, I guess they're mods, auto destruction, auto removal, that sort of thing. You'd think that maybe that would actually apply to disaster areas as well, but it does not, apparently. Alright, and one other thing I want to come back in here and do. I'm actually going to... Well, I need to... Okay. I'm gonna mark these for removal. Like we're gonna get rid of any zone whatsoever, and I'm going to open these up because I am going to remove these for parks. So whatever zoning I had here will no longer be a thing, and we will deal with it as it comes in again. But it's just not working to provide any kind of relief. I put in the wrong... That would explain why suddenly we had demand, because I completely eliminated the correct type of demand. Well, now we're oversaturated everywhere in the real estate market, so that's great. Why don't we forego anything else here for a while, and we'll come back. And see, now this makes it really hard. Like, you can only go one way when you come out of these places. Like, if I had made... They're really terrible to look at. You know, just the regular flat roads. I wish they had these kinds of roads where you could have trees on the opposite sides instead of just straight in the middle. Once again, gotta go to the mod store if I want to have anything interesting in my game. Okay. And we should probably not be piling people into this, because there's no need for it. And this I can see is now, as we build up here, it's going to become a problem. The frequency of trains is a little bit outrageous. I did not see this as such of a problem before when there was nothing out here, but we are definitely pushing that capacity, and this is constantly running now. This just is not. This is not going to be doable. So we're going to have to pretty much just make another bridge, I guess, or a tunnel, or something. Because this thing stops like every 5 seconds. Traffic goes nowhere. Yep, there's another one. Okay, okay. Oh. Yeah, you just can't do any kind of crossing or intersection of road, and anything in this game. If you make somebody stop, that's pretty much it. What in the hell are you doing? Alright, I want that maybe like half. But it won't work at half, will it? I don't think that goes over enough, so we need to go down here. 1, 2, 3, which is now an appropriate height. It is not lined up at all. I mean, really, if I were doing this, go something like this. 1, 2, 3. Pretty much straight ahead anyhow. And then we would just go like this. it. We gotta go all the way back on this one. To line up something like that. That's not long enough to make it not look terrible. So, okay, god damn it. Okay, I mean, I don't really like how that stretches, and I think that... Okay, that's just gonna clear it. So it's still enough. Alright. Away we go. That doesn't look good for the train at all. The bridge needs to be much, much smoother. Like, a lot longer, but I will fiddle with that later. The key deal here was fixing the traffic. Now, another thing I kind of wanted to do was put in the luxury type that's not where it is. This. P cluster, no. Leisure? Tourism. Tourism. Yeah, tourism for this, and then I wanted to swap this out for leisure. Well, let's just do it. And buildings will swap and change. Okay, so now that demand is absolutely cratered in everything, I can't get any more development there. We will instead maybe come back in here. See, this is the problem with this game, is that it's very hard to rebuild any kind of demand once you just completely flatline it. So this may not go well for me at all. God, that looks so precarious. Like it's just gonna go flinging off into the stratosphere. See, I said no goddamned high-rises. It just doesn't work. The no high-rise... What? Did I not... Damn it. Alright. So we definitely need a more robust transport system at some point. What the fuck? Yep, we've just completely cratered everything in the city. Well done, us. And yeah, I mean, at this point I have no idea how to generate demand to get people to come in. You know, I could keep building jobs. That might artificially do it. But it's just, it's dead now. So, now that we just have nothing to worry about, let's go ahead and start building some of these parks in here. Maybe people want to come just because it'll be a nice place to live. This is the dog park. It's the dog park. Let's center the dog park on that. And, I mean, there's nothing. Like, I guess I could do a basketball court And we can do a tennis court down here. And, you know, how's health? Yeah, I think I've pretty much got a lot of that. Death care could be a little bit better. Crematoriums are high, but we actually need more cemetery, which makes no damn sense to me. And, you know, I guess one way we could do it. Let's go ahead and do this now. It's unfortunate that we're seeing a lot of development here. I talked about doing this before, but let's go ahead. Are you gonna delete it or what? Wipe this out and do something I have been avoiding for too long. Alright. Get rid of that one too, and that one. And now we're gonna go in here, and we're gonna pull back the... I guess we'd make it this one. It's this one. I don't know. Probably a reason I haven't done that yet, but... okay. So to maintain this needs to be like so. And it keeps it... No, it doesn't. Now it sticks it out too much. There we go. This is really the only place I wanted to go with this. So now we come in here with this one. But this one is going to not be like this anymore. Where do I want that to go? I'd like this to curve. I guess it doesn't matter if it does curve or not, because this is going to connect into it anyway. I'm going to keep this. So I would like it to at least build straight like that. And we will put you back. But not if that one. Alright, so now that at least runs backwards a little bit further. And, I mean, with that in mind, I could actually make a... one that actually works here. That one needs to be further. First of all, let's clean this up. This is going to be a thing because I want to remove this and have it connect here, which is going to look weird. We're going to do that instead of what we currently have. So it actually needs to be here. No. Damn it. There, and then one more. Which now none of these add up. Now, that does cause a little bit of a problem here, where we're facing this. So, how did I envision this? Maybe I didn't have this road here, and I just had a curve into this. I think maybe that's what I had. What I had in mind, anyway. I could just do some loop here that doesn't really serve a purpose, to be honest. So this thing here kind of kills this idea. Unless, Yeah, no, it really does. Because I had this as a way out, but I didn't want it to be a way out. Now it's going to be a way in. Okay, well, this whole idea right here, this back road, we will revisit. But for now, my idea was to try and stop any blockage there. Now let's let it run. And I will also come in and move this block. And this one's going to be the tricky one. Say, you know, like a curvy thing is going to look terrible, but I think if I can make it come out just a little bit. And then just do one of these. That actually doesn't look too bad. I'll take it. Okay, now this place has also got some issues, I think mostly regarding education. That is the wrong thing I want to be looking at. Education all over is pretty bad, but we definitely need more elementary schools. So let's put one in. I guess I could do one over in here. I mean, now that this whole area is kind of a filled-in area. Put one there. But definitely high school. Like, high school has nothing in this town. Could put a big, long high school in this complex, except it doesn't fit. But we can put it in the back. That's one way to fill things in. Would be mildly better with an outie road. So maybe it would. Maybe I could eliminate this thing then. And we'll do one of my patented road systems here. Okay, we're gonna have to build this the old way. Way now, let me hope this thing fits. It does. It does fit. More education. Okay. Now, I'm rethinking this one, but only because I was actually thinking about using this for one of these college buildings and having a little community college campus over here, because we're kind of in need, I feel, of some of this. So actually, I'm going to put you down and of course give it the necessary parking lot. These universities generate insane amounts of traffic. That is not a parking lot. Okay, well, in that case we move you over. Yeah, you know, I mean, I like the use of the space, but being right next to the hospital, well, I guess it can be for the nursing students. They always need a facility. Sure, we'll go with that. And then nice big parking in the back, and I don't know, we'll work on that somewhere in here. But not that we had any traffic flows issues. With this, I don't know, I just kind of like this being here so that we can kind of divide attention a little bit, but then this doesn't thrill me. I mean, for one thing, it's completely garbage and useless because this was apparently a one-way the whole time, so I didn't even need to be doing this. Well, you know, this was when there wasn't actually a road here. So now it's worthless. And this intersection becomes that much harder to navigate. Especially this. This completely now defeats the purpose of having a turn lane, since that could be the left turn lane, since you can't go this way now. So hopefully this industrial thing didn't just get screwed up. Would not at all surprise me. Let's go with the industrial road. Oh. Well, I don't like it. But it'll work, I guess. I guess it was still part of the bridge. Interestingly. Oh boy. And then as for you, I really don't like that. When did I do that, or did the game put that in that way? The 2 turn lane thing. Because, I mean, I guess we can, but it seems like a poor decision. I don't know, I guess I could maybe turn this into a loop. That wouldn't be too terrible. What kind of space are we looking at back here? Okay, like, we'd be looking like dead-end cul-de-sacs. And the cul-de-sacs don't really work in this game, mostly because there's no cul-de-sac. Like, it's just a turnaround at the end of the street. Doesn't really give you I'm sure there's a mod that allows me to do this. Okay. But we're just going to come back in now. And all that stuff I destroyed. And I guess we don't need gigantic park spaces like I've got over here. It'd be kind of nice. But it's not entirely necessary. Okay, we got a dog park there. What other things do I have? I should probably put one of these down at some point. You get to come out here into the government maintenance center. It's a pretty grandiose building, isn't it? Yeah, extremely marginal bumps going on here. I don't like it. Well, I guess there's nothing really wrong with this coming this way. Seeing as how this is a one-way, I would block traffic coming onto there anyhow. So there's not really a problem with that. We need to go 1, we need to go 2. Yes. Alternatively, I don't need to have that space in between, but space in between. So then we come to the junction and just do that. And then that way we don't have to worry about it stopping right here. Just go all the way through. Perfect. Okay. You know what? Aside from the fact that we are now out of workers, and this isn't making anything, so I'm just going to turn it off. And this isn't making anything, so I'm going to turn this off. We'll recoup some workers there. Same as this. Oh, jeez. Guys! No! Okay, maybe I don't want to turn this into this, because everything's just going to become a hotel. which is not the idea that I wanted up here. Over here, maybe, but I'm not sure I want... I guess, okay, so there's two different zones here, right? I got Brightside, I've got Treetop Park. Alternatively, I could make this part of Middleton. And then that way this only becomes... But then it's only the commercial buildings. That's the thing. Like, I'm probably going to put residential over here as well. But I can't see myself doing... You know, we don't have enough to justify a commercial center up here. So like a slightly more tourist town kind of suburb, I guess, is what this would become. Like, I don't really know, but I don't like this. I definitely don't want the forests or the hawthorns living right across the street from a high-rise hotel, of which should not be allowed here. So the people in the city council are not listening to their mayor. So we're going to have to do something about that. But anyway, university is getting some people. That's good. We're seeing a little bit of commercial demand coming back. That's good too. I know I've set the stage for this being developed, but there's still so much more we can do here, and especially in the line between here. I would love to fill it in like I'm doing here, so that the zones finally start to merge.
Meteorologists have issued a severe tornado warning for the area. Residents should seek shelter immediately if any is available.
I did not realize that we lived in Tornado Alley. Oh boy, what's going on here? Well, everyone's probably moving in that previously moved out. Oh yes, and that's another thing I wanted to do. I wanted to reinstate the bridges on the one-ways instead of letting them all get off here. And I need to learn how the mod does traffic lights. Did we lose the traffic light here? Oh, no, there it's there. So that I can do the turn lane thing, you know, and do timed intersections. I really don't want to get that deep into it, but I think it's probably a better idea. But yeah, like letting everyone get off on the one-way here, you know, it's probably better they get off here on the main street, mostly because this moves faster. But when I removed the priority stuff and I let them cross over here, it's actually helped out traffic quite a bit, or at least it's helped spread out traffic quite a bit. So the surge we're seeing right now is the whole population thing that I lost and rebuilt and all that. But yeah, that this way alone is not working anymore. So maybe what I'll also do is put that entrance down here that I've been meaning to do, so that they can connect up on this and already be coming into the city, and then they'll already sort of be on a main avenue that maybe they can use to get over here instead of having to, you know, the game will know coming in as they spawn where they'll want to go, so they'll get off there first rather than in the center of the city. But this this junction right here is where this is going to spread over to here, and it's going to match up with this one here, and we're going to have that come around the back and whatnot. So all this planning, just basically from the beginning of the game, for this map, of the series, I really can't just let things dangle anymore. I really have to, you know, I've had these connections in mind this whole time, but I just have to actually get them going. And this one is in particular, if I can hook it up to this, hopefully, you know, that'll send them down this way and down this way, and we'll kind of pull some of this away. Or if they have to go this way, they'll go that way too. Now this is probably where I'm going to try and introduce the double roundabout. But it means we're going to be... I love that the music just stopped when I said that. That was very dramatic. Okay, I'm going to end this one here. I'll see you next time.